5 common skin problems. Answered. Our skin may just feel like a mere shield that protects us from the world outside. But the fact is, it's more than just the mask that keeps your insides in. It is a very unique and remarkable complex organ that reflects our general health. Thus, it is worth protecting from the outside and inside forces. It is commonly said that for a young, good-looking skin, we must provide it with essential nutrients and protect it from external damage. Thanks to some pros out there that making this aim possible is not at all difficult to make. Pores S, and here is a look terrific and stay healthy guide to a dazzling skin. Note that this guide is presented with the 6 skin problems that commonly face people of all ages. The solutions for these problems are presented as well. Problem 1. Fine lines and wrinkles. Experts commonly said that the factors responsible for the development of fine lines and wrinkles are mostly sun exposure. However, repeated use of muscles to squint, frown, or pucker is also responsible. Now, what is the commonly recommended beauty fix for these? Several dermatologists recommend exfoliants. They believe that exfoliation softens skin and making the superficial lines less noticeable. One of the most recommended products available in the market these days is a cream that contains retinol, which is a derivative of vitamin A that kindles production of collagen, the fiber that keeps the skin smooth and firm. This item is said to bring dramatic results without a prescription. Here are 2 products to try for lessening fine lines and wrinkles. 1. Olay Total Effects Intensive Restoration Treatment with Vita Niacin 2. Pond's Dramatic Results Active Face and Neck Moisturizer with glycolic acid. And for faster results, about 12 to 16 weeks, you can try Renova, which is a prescription retinoid cream. If you do nothing else, here is a very potent solution. Wear sunscreen every day. Many experts note that if you wear sunscreen, your skin will start to repair crinkling and wrinkling. Select an SPF 15 or a much greater formulas that will shield your skin against UVA and UVB rays. Also, you can try Neutrogena Healthy Defense SPF 30 Daily Moisturizer. Problem 2. Puffed up pores when it comes to skin pores that were distended or enlarged. Experts said that the main cause of this problem is the accumulation of dead cells and sebum in pores. What causes the pore openings to stretch is a buildup of these stuffs, which happens over time. One of the possible solutions for preventing pore openings to enlarge is a regular use of retinoid as well as alpha and beta hydroxy acids and returning them to their smallest natural circumference. This can help purge pores of trapped debris. Other than that, good skin care habits, such as not letting your makeup on overnight, can help prevent the skin pores from getting plugged by sebum. And as commonly suggested, you need to protect your skin from the sun, as UV rays can contribute to pore dilation. So, avoid extreme exposure to the sun. Problem 3. Brown spots. The usual cause of the development of brown spots on the skin is sun exposure. Perhaps this is for the reason that exposure to the sun causes the cells that produce melanin, the natural pigment of the skin, to shift into overdrive. To prevent brown spots on the skin, you can consider a laser therapy. Many pros believe that laser therapy is the speediest solution to this problem. This technique is done by way of focusing a beam of light that erases the splotches on the skin. However, just like some other clinical techniques, the treatment's after effects, like redness and scabbing, can take a few weeks to go away, although the energy of the laser doesn't affect the surrounding skin. With a laser therapy, it is noted that about 20 spots can be zapped in just one 15-minute session. About the cost, Many clinics offer this treatment at $300. There is also a much slower option, one that requires no downtime for eliminating brown spots, the use of retinoids or alpha-hydroxy acids, AHA, combined with bleaching agents such as hydroquinone and kojic acid. This treatment is said to inhibit the formation of melanin. Also, the retinoids or AHA alone could take up to 6 months to produce the obvious improvement on the skin. This is according to Amy B. Lewis M. Thadi, the director of dermatologic surgery at the Downstate Medical Center in New York City. A particular product recommended is Illustra, a Teufer dermatologic favorite, which contains retinol as well as a 4% concentration of hydroquinone. This item actually costs about $70 for 1 ounce, and the treatment lasts 1 to 2 months. For further solution, products with antioxidants such as vitamins E and C, as well as green teat, are highly recommended. These are said to prevent brown spots on the skin by way of squelching the production of free radicals, which are destructive molecules that can contribute to skin discoloration. Also, smoothing on a broad-spectrum sunscreen, like the well-known L'Oreal Ombrelle Sunscreen Lotion, SPF 30, every day is a must for eliminating brown spots on the skin. Problem 4. Blemishes. Blemishes usually develop on the skin because of stress and hormonal flares. Both of these culprits are said to set up sebum production, the reason that you may break out when you are under pressure. So, if your skin pores are not strong enough to handle the increased production of sebum, the bacteria will start to accumulate on the skin and thrive there. With that, the stage is set for an outbreak. So, how to fight blemishes? Note that mild to moderate cases of acne, characterized by less than 7 pimples a month, can be treated with over-the-counter products. This may include those treatments containing glycolic acid or retinol, which is potent for unclogging skin pores. Also, the benzoyl peroxide, which is an antibacterial agent, can be applied. There is one specific ingredient that is particularly effective in treating blemishes: salicylic acid. This is actually an efficient exfoliator that dissolves skin oil. To mention but one specific product available, you can try Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Wrinkle Anti-Blemish Cream, which boasts both salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide. However, if breakouts are more severe, contact a dermatologist. The expert will likely prescribe an oral or topical antibiotic, as well as a prescription retinoid such as Retin-A, Avita, Tazorac, or Differin. And to speed clearing of pimples and pigmentation that linger for about a month after a blemish heals, a product named Azlex is usually prescribed by dermatologists. If, for instance, acne flares around ovulation or during your period, most experts commonly suggest birth control pills. Your gynecologist may prescribe 1 birth control pills that contains skin-friendly hormones. However, it is important that you get enough rest and sleep. One particular explanation for this is that when your body is literally combating to stay awake, it will secrete a slew of stress hormones that could affect your skin condition. Problem 5. Redness on the skin. Rosacea most likely acts as the main cause of redness. It is actually a chronic condition that first appears as a flushing or subtle redness on the nose, cheeks, forehead, and chin. It then progresses from intermittent mild redness to persistent ruddiness, as well as permanent, dilated blood vessels and acne-like bumps. It is worth noting that rosacea is not curable, but it responds well to treatment. Speaking of treatment, many experts recommend prescription topical and oral antibiotics, as they assist to prevent pimples and redness from developing. However, in severe cases, a product known as Accutane is commonly prescribed. Some dermatologists also suggest pulsed dye lasers, like the V-Beam, which costs $500. This treatment is said to treat broken capillaries. It is also potent in lessening the need for topical medication. And there are gentle and hypoallergenic products these days which may provide solution to skin redness like the bee. Camon's Chemist Booster Blue Rosacea Treatment. As noted, this product is capable of neutralizing redness on the skin with its light blue hue that contains soothing ingredients. Another possible solution for redness could be to determine and then try to avoid what actually triggers your episodes of intense flushing and blushing. The usual triggers for such episodes are spicy or piping hot foods, caffeine, alcohol, stress, heat, sun, wind, exercise, and anything, including massage, hot water, and facial steaming that bring blood to the face. Switch to physical sunblocks. These items are less likely to irritate the skin because they generally contain ingredients like zinc oxide or titanium dioxide that reflect UV rays and aren't taken into the skin. But to ensure an absolute shield from the UVB rays, experts commonly suggest one with octyl methoxycinnamate, which is the most hypoallergenic. Bonus solution: dullness of the skin. Dullness of the skin typically occurs around age 30. During this stage, the natural ability of your skin to slough off dead cells from the surface slows down. When the dry and dead cells build up, it is the time when the skin looks dull. To freshen your skin, consider a regular exfoliation, which brings fresh and translucent cells to the skin's surface. You can try lotion or creams that contain alpha and beta hydroxy acids, which dissolve the glue that keeps the dead cells attached to the skin. Retinoids are also out there for you to use, as they speed up the renewal of the skin cells. One particular choice is Elizabeth Arden Ceramide Defining Skin Brightener with light reflective particles for instant radiance. Also, you can cleanse your skin with facial scrub formulated with rounded microbeads. This is said to be potent for gently washing the dead cells, loosened by AHA and retinoids. Keep your skin moisturized. If you do so, the moist cells will slough off more easily than hard and dry cells. Just select the items that are crafted with both occlusive ingredients like the petrolatum and dimethicone, which trap water in the skin, as well as the humectants like hyaluronic acid, urea, and lactic acid, which bind water to the skin. Considering those tips will most likely bring you to obtaining a healthy, good-looking skin. So, if you have been dreaming for coveting the skin which most celebrities of today's era possess, then there's no reason for you to note what have been said. Always remember that our skin, being the largest organ of the body, tells of who and what we are. Thus, it's worth protecting.